Hello and welcome to the Blog Your Way to a Business Profit podcast video. I'm going to be coming to you with a recap of the blog Your Way to a Business Profit podcast, which can be heard on iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Blog Talk Radio every Wednesday at 1 p.m. I definitely invite you to head over using that link, the tiny URL blog to profit, to not only subscribe but to review and share it with your friends. And as a partner to that podcast, I'm going to be presenting this video, just a recap of each of those podcasts for those of you that may want to view my content in a different way. It's always great to repurpose your content. So let me introduce myself. I'm Antoinette Blake, better known as the DE Diva, aka the Delaware blogger, and I'm going to be coming to you every week again with a recap of the Blog Your Way to a Business Profit topics. And we're going to start with the season 3. That's right. Season 3 actually began a couple of weeks ago. So I'm going to start there and I'll probably continue on as we go throughout the year. And I may even throw in some bonuses from the previous 2 seasons. So let's get started. Today, we're going to talk about tips for making a business blog a success. Now, whether or not you're going to create a blog for your personal brand or your business brand, because you can't really separate the two anymore, these tips are going to help you whether you're writing for your business, if you're an entrepreneur, solopreneur, even a side hustler, you work for a corporation or a major business, that's great as well. Or you're trying to build onto your brand. You're trying to become an influencer in your own within your own circle of family and friends. So today we're going to talk about tips for making a business blog a success. And again, if you want to listen to the podcast while you're walking the dog, working out, or whatever the case may be, make sure you head over to tinyurl.com/blog, the number 2 profit. One of the things that I've talked about previously, and I will reiterate each and every time, you must be consistent with your content. There are 3 C's to blogging: content, consistency, and community. On this episode, we're going to talk about being consistent when you're posting. Now, there's no definite rules, no rhyme and reason. It's up to you. Only you can determine the days or the times that you can post. So if you're going to be posting Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, once a week, once every other week, that's fine. But be consistent in your post. Why? Because once you start building up your readership, once people have discovered your blog and are looking forward to your post, you want to make sure that you are consistent, that you're there, that you don't break the date. I often talk about, a coffee date. Suppose we had a coffee date, right? We had a standing coffee date for every Saturday. Let me move myself up here so you can see me a little bit better. So every Saturday, we're supposed to get together and have coffee. So I come to your house and I knock on the door and we go out for coffee, we chit, we chat, we have a really good time. The next Saturday, I come to your house, I knock on the door. There's no answer. No coffee, no chit, no chat. Okay? The third Saturday, I come to your house, I knock on the door. Still no answer. No chit, no chat. Do you honestly think that I'm coming back on that fourth Saturday? No, I'm probably chitting and chatting and having coffee with somebody else. So that's why you want to be consistent, whether you're posting once a week, every day. The important thing is to be consistent in your post because people need to know that they can count on you. So consistency is key when it comes to keeping and engaging your readers. Provide useful and valuable information. Always, always, always. Provide valuable information. Remember, there is content out there 24/7, 365. We're inundated with content, and readers want to find and read stuff that is going to be of value to them. What is your topic? What pain point are you solving for them? Remember, you want to always give them content that makes them laugh or smile, touches them emotionally. As the owner of A. Blake Enterprises, social media marketing and consulting, when I create content for my clients, I try to make it in an H to H manner, human to human. People don't go to social media to be sold to. They go to socialize. They want to feel something. So use what I call the 3E method. Make sure your content is educational. It should be entertaining, and it should show that you're an expert in your field, your topic, your industry, and or your niche. So hit some of those pain points. If you promise them 10 ways to lose weight or 5 ways to, clean the house in an hour, make sure that you hit those pain points, that you're providing that valuable information to them. Ask for and respond to comments. I know this can be very scary, but one of your call to actions or your CTA should be to invite your readers to share their opinions in your comments on each and every post. Leave a question, ask an open-ended question, one that needs more than a yes or no answer. And then when they do leave a comment, make sure that you acknowledge it. It may be good, it may be bad, it may be ugly. I see the duck there. Be like the Affleck duck. Let it roll off your back, because people are not going to agree with everything that you have to say. Thank them for coming and leaving a comment. Thank them for sharing their information, and say, hey, I never thought about it that way. So in your call to action, create an open-ended question. Ask them what they do on whatever the topic of your post is. If it's your business blog and they're looking for, a contractor, if they're looking for a painter, if they're looking for a hardscape or landscape, offer them that, but then also ask them what would be their dream, destination or things like that, that they can really get involved in, again, in that emotional way. So ask for and respond to comments. If they don't like what you wrote, say, thank you. I appreciate you. I didn't think of it that way. But again, don't let anybody hassle you, or troll you. There are legal actions that you can take. You obviously can block people. So ask for and respond to comments. And again, this is going to help with the success of your business and or personal blog. Stay focused, but don't be afraid to switch it up. Yes, you know what your topic, your niche is, and you're going to be writing to it. And people love reading it, but feel like you can switch it up every once in a while. That's right. Give a little personality. Switch it up for the holidays or special occasions. Try mixing in maybe some even shorter posts or video. If you're doing a video, put that in there, a behind the scenes, a DIY. People appreciate when you are taking into consideration their time. Oftentimes, people don't have a whole lot of time to read a long blog post, but they love you and they want to continue being your follower. So switch it up. Stay focused on your topics. Don't talk about weight loss one day and cars the next day. You know what I'm saying? But at least when the holidays, if your business is, Shop Small Saturday, you can put some cool things in there, what's happening in your community. You can do a video. Again, what is your favorite movie? Clips from favorite movies. You can embed YouTube videos such as this one. So don't be afraid to switch it up. Make people, keep them on their toes, but stay focused on your topic and or your niche. Next thing I want you to think about is, are you making your blog easy for people to subscribe to? Is there a button there? Is there something on your sidebar? Is there a pop-up? Is there something that gives the people, your readers, an option to subscribe? Make sure you do that. And not only subscribe buttons, but even within your content, you can ask people if they want to read more, if they want to check you out at a later date, subscribe so that they won't miss anything, and add those RSS feeds or the links directly to your blog in your email closing, when you send out newsletters, when you do videos, sign up to the dellblogger.com blog, subscribe, review, share with your friend, your bae, your boo. Let people know that they can subscribe to follow you. And if you have a Linktree ID, that houses all of your platforms. So go to Linktree, .com and sign up for a Linktree ID, and then you can list out all your platforms, your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, your blog, your YouTube channel, your podcast. Make it really easy for people to subscribe, because again, our time is very precious. Sometimes we don't have time to read your whole blog, but if we can subscribe to it, when you do a new post, it'll be a reminder to take some time to do so. Promote and share. That's right. I know your readers love you. Move myself here. Your readers love you and they want to follow you and they want to, keep up with you. But you know what? be honest, they're not going to be reading each and every post. You're going to have to remind them. Make sure that you remind them when you drop a new post, when you publish a new post, shout it out, promote it on your social media platforms, on your website, in newsletters, in your email signature, on your business card. Just shout it out. Let people know. Remember, you have to rise above. You have to compete because if you didn't know, there are literally over 650 million blogs out there. That's a lot of blogs. So how are you going to be seen? How are people going to find you? You got to promote about it. And on the day that you publish it, share it on social media that day and also a couple hours later. I kind of do it like 8 to 10 hours later. And then on the weekend and a month from now, a year from now, let people know that you have content, especially if it's evergreen. Evergreen content is where it's content is where it can be read at any time during the year. It's not seasonal. So for example, if you wrote a post that has something to do with Christmas or Hanukkah or Ramadan, you're not going to have that show up in the summertime unless this, with Ramadan, it changes, but you know what I'm talking about. Christmas articles you're not going to have in the 4th of July. So if it's something that's evergreen, that it can be, read anytime during the year, promote it every week, every quarter, every year. Use syndicating and automating apps like Buffer app, Hootsuite, Promo Republic, Meet Edgar. There's a lot out there where you can schedule your post to go live after it's been published. So use that, promote and share and promote, and ask people. Again, that call to action, ask people to share it. If they know someone that may be, that it may help, or if they know somebody that would be interested, share it with your family, your friends, your circles, right? Make it easy to read. Most of us are reading on the go and with a mobile device. So use subheadings, use bold print, fonts, make it easy. Don't make it all mishmash that is bad on the eyes, but make sure that you are highlighting the topics that you want to cover. No clickbait. Don't have in your title, 10 ways to make coffee, and then you're not talking about coffee in there at all. And then when you have those 10 ways, have those 10 ways, list them out. Step one or tip one, tip two, and highlight that. Make the font a little bit bigger so people can kind of skim through your blog post. As much as we want them to read it verbatim, word from word, that's just not going to happen. So make it easy for them to skim. That's what's going to happen. They'll skim. And if it's of interest to them, they might go back up and read it. But normally they're just going to be skimming through to see what is it that you are asking me to read. What time, you're asking people to give up some time of their day to read your blog post. So make it easy for them to skim it with bullets or bold print or colorful print to get attracted to their eyes. Always edit and proofread your post. It's hard sometimes when you're writing and rewriting. I mean, I've been working on my podcast, Your Purpose Resource Guide, edition number 2 right here. And I have proofed this a million times. And every time I proof it, I find another error. So sometimes you might have to give it to a friend. You might have to hire somebody. Give somebody, that has fresh eyes. But make sure that your blog post reads well. You don't have to be a Shakespearean author, but you do have, it has to read well, read it out loud. Ask a friend or family member to read it out loud, and if after you publish it, you find there's an error, you forgot a period, a punctuation mark, you misspelled the word, you can always go back and edit it. But make sure that it reads well. No one wants to read a post or an article that has a lot of misspellings and is grammatically incorrect. That's just the teacher in me. It just drives me crazy when I see those ticker tapes at the bottom of news reports and there's misspellings. It drives me batty. Okay, so edit and proofread your content before you press publish. Blogging is a marathon. It is not a sprint. If you have my book, or if you want to order my book, Basic Blogging Tips for Beginners, this is something that I emphasize in all my classes and also in the book right here. Blogging, and I might even use the same lady there. I think, no, it might be the same lady. Blogging is a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's going to take time. It's going to take you time to build, grow, and capture readers. It's going to take time for you to create a loyal following and advocates, but it's going to happen. You have to be patient. That's one of the 3 P's. And you'll read all about that in my basic blogging tips for beginners book too, as well. But you know what? Don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged if it seems like it's going slow. Remember, consistent content wins the race, especially when it comes to blogging. And I also, in addition to the basic blogging tips for beginners book, which is available, I'm going to leave that in the show notes so you can click and order it. And if you'd like to order it directly from me, you can send me an email at info@ablakeenterprises.com. But also the Build a Blog online course with WBiz, Women Biz Institute, is online now. I'm so super excited. There's the link, the WBI institute.com, and then /courses, and then build a blog. And that's my online blogging course. It's available online. You can take it at your leisure. So I am glad that you gave me a few minutes of your time today so we can go through just a few tips on how to make your business blog and your brand's blog a success. I'm going to be speaking at the Future is Now Conference 2021 next month. Tickets are available, and the early bird price of $97 for this 5-day online virtual event is amazing. So I will also leave the link to that conference so that you can order your tickets as well. So I'm going to be coming to you every week, because if you're ready to start a blog and you need assistance and and you want to start that blog, or you already have a blog and you need assistance in making it better, send an email to me, info@ablakeenterprises.com. Find and follow me on all my social media platforms, including my podcast, Blog Your Way to a Business Profit, every Wednesday at 1, tinyurl.com/blog to profit. So this week we talked about tips for making a business blog a success. We're going to be coming every week. I have a whole list, so you're not going to want to miss this. I'm going to upload all my podcasts to my directories on my pod page, so you can check it out. But then you can always come here to YouTube. Make sure that you thumbs up this video, you share with your family and your friends. And until the next time, stay smart, stay safe, and stay social, because I will see you in cyberspace. See ya. It's the DE Diva, aka the Delaware blogger. Have a beautifully blessed day. Bye-bye.